Yeah. Okay, we're live. Okay. No build up. Just straight in on the money.
It's all good.
So
I mean, you could play something on the side, but let's just check, make sure we're live. Are we live?
Yep.
Boys and girls, hello. If you are joining us right now, we're just checking to make sure that the live stream has been working properly because we've been having some issues. Yeah, you look like you're live, mate. You got the yep. You're good.
Okay.
All right. We got one person. That's probably me. Yep, that's definitely me. Okay. Let me send this out to some of my boys. Get some people in here. Dude, you got 15K. You're growing.
Well, I've dropped 1,000.
You dropped 1,000 subs.
About 500, I think. It's because
I know YouTube just continuously takes subs away if you're not posting regularly.
Yeah, that's basically what it's.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. It just takes away bloody subs.
I mean, who actually unsubscribes? Unless you really offend someone.
Nobody, hardly anyone unsubscribes manually.
Yeah. So.
Unless you're posting things. I mean, I unsubscribed from like Pearl on one of my channels because she was just flooding my my feed with her videos because she posts like 30 videos a day.
Yeah.
Back in the day, now she doesn't as much. But back in the day, she was posting like so many videos. It was just flooding my subscription feed with all her videos. So I kind of unsubscribed because I didn't want spam essentially.
Yeah, it's like Maya Tusi with his 5 downloads a day. It's like fucking that's enough, mate.
Well, Maya actually makes different videos because he's covering news. So this is like updates on different news events, which makes sense. It's like BBC or whatever. I mean, when I was subscribed to CNN, they used to flood my feed in the same way because they're constantly producing videos. You know, it's 24-hour news show. But with Pearl, she wasn't producing new stuff. She used to do 3 or 4 shows a week, and then have her editors edit that into like 30 videos.
And loads of clips.
Yeah, 30 clips, 40 clips. So she was like posting 30 clips a day, just mashing my subscription feed. It was just all Pearl. There was like no one else. I was like, forget this. She's spamming. But that's how she got the algorithm. I mean, you know, she's at 2 million subs. So let's be honest, that system worked. It wasn't like it didn't work. It's just that it was killing me.
So should we stick some footage on at the moment of what's going on at the moment?
Yeah. Well, this is Portland Andy. I'm going to share Portland Andy's tab, and he's covering a lot of people around the world.
Portland Andy is doing the nicking for us. He's nicking the streams for us, and we're nicking it off.
Yeah, Portland. And we're nicking him off. We're taking. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. That's how we're doing it. Okay, it's ready. Go. Just let me know. All right, we got some boys in the house. Ron, big up Ron.
Oh yes, Ron and John.
Louis, and another elephant. Big up to you all, or good evening, salutations, salute, whatever you guys do.
Louis, still talking about. Can you briefly give your thoughts on Israel Iran? I think I'll pass that over to you, Banks.
Well, mine, I will say, is going to be somewhat biased because I am anti-regime of Iran. So it's not going to be particularly an unbiased review. My opinions are, I hope it didn't come to this, but it has. And here we are. And I certainly hope that the Iranian regime falls hard, and the Iranian people find freedom like they did back in the 60s and 70s, and everything goes gloriously well for them. But there's a long way to go still.
So for the people who need a little bit of catch up, including myself, in 79, the leader, I can't remember, was it
the Shah of Iran. The Shah of Iran.
Right, and he was kicked out by basically these muftis. Is that correct?
Not exactly. Okay, let me.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a. I'm going to condense multiple decades into as quickly like 2-minute synopsis. 1950s, there was a revolution against the Shah of Iran. The Persians have been a kingdom for like best part of 2,000 years. The final Shah was Reza Shah Pahlavi, which was the father of the Shah who was ousted. His reign ended. He was quite, a heavy-handed king, and he forced a lot of things, forced a lot of secular ways in Iran. Anyway, his son, the younger Shah, was educated in Switzerland and England. He could speak like 6, 7 languages. He was a much softer person. He wasn't as hard, lined as his father. And there were a lot of accusations that he was a puppet of the American and British British governments.
Right.
So in 1950, there was a revolution, and he was ousted, and he fled the country. And a prime minister, or the first prime minister, I guess, or president of the Iran, was elected, called Mohammad Mossadegh. Mohammad Mossadegh was a kind of a communist-y, socialist kind of guy. So he nationalized the Iranian oil, and he canceled the contracts that BP and ExxonMobil had with the Iranian oil company for 100 years. They had a 99-year oil contract with Iran that they could extract oil, build the refineries and extract oil and all of that stuff for the Iranians, just like the kind of deal they had with the Saudis, with the Emiratis, things like that. But they would get the lion's share of this oil. So Mohammad Mossadegh, being kind of a communist socialist type of character, said, no, this is the Iranian people's oil. These Americans and British don't have any right over it. We're canceling the contracts, and we're nationalizing the oil. So he did that. And the oil companies were naturally not too pleased. So BP came to the MI6, or the British government, and ExxonMobil went to the American government, and they sent a CIA agent called Kermit Roosevelt, who was the cousin or some nephew of what's his name, but the President Roosevelt of America. I forgot his first name. Anyway, he went there with $1 million, CIA agent. He enacted a coup against Mossadegh and started, spreading propaganda. The Iranians had another revolution funded by the CIA to oust Mossadegh, and then they reinstalled the Shah. And the Shah was clearly obvious that he was somewhat of a puppet of the Americans and the British. So there was always resentment for him all along, from the 50s all the way up until 79, in which there was yet another revolution in which they ousted the Shah. But this was the revolution came off the back of the fact that the Shah already had a terminal cancer, and so they knew he was on his way out, and the people who were jostling for power seized the opportunity.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for those who wanted to revolution, get rid of the Shah, they didn't realize they were jumping out of the frying pan into the fire, in which, by certain nefarious Western influences, a man called Rahullah, sorry, I forgot his first name, something Rahullah Khomeini, Ayatollah, as was known as Ayatollah Khomeini, not the current Ayatollah, but the previous one, the supreme leader. He came and took over, and the Islamists essentially took over Iran, killed all the communists and socialists and mujahideens, anyone who was against them. And there was also a bloody war with Iraq, which also killed about 1 million Iranian young men. That's why Iran has a disproportionate amount of women to men, as well as a disproportionate amount of young people, people under the age of like 20, 25, versus older people, because of that war. Anyway, the mullahs then killed any other dissidents after that, and they have been ruling the Islamic Republic of Iran for the last 46 years.
Great.
And that brings us to today. And so here we are. The Islamic Republic has basically murdered their way for 46 years in Iran, murdered and pillaged and raped and killed and just oppressed the people horrendously. And to be honest with you, if every one of them ends up in hell, I'm not going to drop a tear. I personally will hope that most of them are actually in hell or will be there soon, where they will be rogered vigorously by some demon. So that's my take. I'm not a fan, shall we say, of this regime. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's where we are. Let's hope the Iranian people will shed these bastards off their soil, and we emerge a democratic Republic of Iran, where they will have wonderful democracy and freedoms and all the great things that we have over here. And hell, I can't wait to celebrate the victory of the Iranian people over the regime by the Caspian Sea, where we shall enjoy caviar and fish and vodka, which is a tradition, or used to be in Iran.
I've just sent you over some Iran Israel missiles, live stuff as well. Don't know if you want to have a look. Just a look. Would that be easy to switch on there now, Banksy?
Sorry, I went mute. Yeah. Let me get it and see if do you want me to actually play that then? Because the guy's live though, so we're not necessarily gonna see everything.
No, I know, but he was just showing something in the background, some big missiles going off. So I don't know if he's going to show it again. He's a talker though, but he's a top.
Okay, let me stop that. Let me bring in the other one. This lad, I don't know who he is. I don't know what he does. But here we go.
Willie IOM. He's an Australian veteran.
If you could share.
Sorry, there you go. And it goes
5 kilometers from the submarines in Australia.
I don't know if you want to wop it.
So
you could wop it. You could wop it back to see the where he shoots the missiles. But
they don't have that many rockets on board, and this is one of the things. This is the thing these days. With you will hear me. I don't believe helps me.
Actually, let's start from about here.
Okay.
So
this is tonight. So I've been hearing reports from certain reporters to say that the Iron Dome was completely overwhelmed. Like I said previously that the Iron Dome, because they were saying, so if this is true, because I'm hearing many conflicting things, but I said last time the Iron Dome coped this time, but considering Iran is like the biggest supplier of drones in the world, if they threw 400, 500 drones at it, they'll overwhelm the Iron Dome.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. These are not just drones. These are actually ballistic missiles, which Iran.
As well as Shaheeds.
Yeah, God knows. Yeah, they call them probably that because Shaheed means martyr. So these are the martyr ballistic missiles. But I mean, the thing is, the Iron Dome wasn't really designed for this level of onslaught. It was really just for the Hamas rockets, which were a few here and there, 3 or 4 or 5 at a time. Obviously, 300 at a time is gonna overwhelm it.
Their missiles landing there because those Iron Dome things make obviously crazy movements to catch a missile. These are like you can see like shooting stars going directly down.
Yeah. But what I mean is, even with I think it was a volley of 40 missiles the first wave or first couple of waves, and out of that 40, 7 of them still landed. 7 of them still hit the ground on Tel Aviv or in Israel. So it was clear that the Iron Dome isn't designed to, take hundreds of missiles.
Yeah,
it's really more in a Hamas capacity. I don't think, unless you have some kind of Wakandan style energy dome over your country, then no, nothing is foolproof. These are definitely going to get through. But obviously, hoping that Israel will have a far less casualties, civilian casualties than Iran is really where they're just counting, odd numbers here. At this point, it's just all about numbers and percentages. These people are not. It becomes really cold at these stages. It's not like they're worried about, they're grieving over 1 or 2 Israelis that will naturally die or get hurt. They just can't. They just have to keep the percentages down. So if their ratio is for every 50 missiles, five of them land, then they're still doing all right.
I mean, I can see about 20, 30 in the sky then, all at the same time.
Big up Society X. I follow Society X. He's a good man. He's got some good content.
Yeah. So just to say, Ashley Styles, have I met you? I think I have, but I can't zoom into the photo. Hello, BP, and Lodger, old schools, Elephant, Lisa, of course. And
it's nice. It's nice with some heavy hitters.
Yeah, well,
Got some
some
heavy
old
hitters in this.
Moss side, Jon Snow, Jerry, I know well. And Society's just jumped in. I thought you were live, Society. And this, yeah, let's have a look on what we got and haven't go through. Obstacle Turnkey in the chat, Ben and Flora. Oh, what's happened there? Footoy. Yes, if I missed anyone, I do apologise. A lot of familiar faces in there, or names. Let me have a quick look on. We can go back to Portland Andy if you want to. Like, it's just sorry to, yeah, like you said, he does like 3/4 an hour lives. This lad. Sadly, he's got a terminal brain tumor. So
Really?
see,
Oh my god!
see the scar on his head.
Yeah,
He
yeah, I
looks straight
saw
on
the
it.
scar. Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
inoperable. It's inoperable. He's on
oh, shit.
and
Radiotherapy.
chemo,
Yeah.
whichever one it is. Like, but he struggles really bad on it. Like, he really does struggle really bad. So he went to Ukraine originally when he found out he had terminal. He went to Ukraine and he just thought, and he's basically turned himself into a reporter, very good reporter as well, very detailed, very honest.
Talented lad. It's such a shame.
It is,
But
like,
yeah, I mean, he's showing us live footage. I guess it's from X, obviously. Live missiles and stuff. The problem is, I think a lot of mainstream outlets like YouTube won't really allow, or they don't really let people show the post the video straight onto YouTube. But X, being a more free speech platform, they kind of allow these. But look at that. I mean, it looks almost like a fireworks display, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I remember this is how it was in the beginning of the Iran-Iraq war. We used to go out into the backyard and watch the anti-aircraft guns when they were firing. They would fire these luminescent, like, I don't know what it was, but it was just like glowing orange artillery that would explode, to try to take out the Iraqi planes. And yeah, it was like fireworks to us. We really didn't have a grasp of this is war, man. This is some insane shit. We used to go out into the backyard. Oh, look at it. Oh, isn't it pretty? Until it blows up next to your street and then destroys your house. But yeah, sometimes you just, people, we're so far removed from danger that we don't realize this is war.
Well,
it's
pretty
war.
It's pretty dangerous for the people who, like I said, live close by, because I've seen a couple of footage from many years ago where they're lighting the rocket up. It goes about 50 foot up, and then just there's a suicide switch to the ground, like, it's like, whoa. It's like blew up the street down the road.
Yeah, it's crazy, but this is serious. This is all Tel Aviv, right? This isn't Iran.
Yeah. This is Tel Aviv, because you can
tell
they're
Haifa.
missiles. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, this is all Haifa.
Yeah, that's it.
Crazy.
Scan through it like you're doing. It's perfect in a way, because we're catching it all, isn't we?
Exactly. I'm just skipping some of the boring. So crude oil, Brent, I see he's looking at share prices, like how is this going to affect oil prices. I mean, from what I hear, the Islamic regime has threatened to They threatened to stop any cargo or any ships going through the Straits of Hormuz, because that's what they have control over. The Straits of Hormuz is kind of like in front of Dubai. Bahrain is a little narrow pass in the Persian Gulf, and that can be bottlenecked because it's quite narrow in comparison to the rest of it. And that's where Iran threatens, because on the western side it's Dubai, Qatar, and that's freaking hell. No, this is Tehran. This is in the oil depot in western Tehran. Israel airstrikes at Shahran oil depot in western Tehran. Shit, they're hitting the oil. They're hitting the oil hard. Unfortunately, That's going to be bad in the for the Iranian people eventually, because obviously all that asset is going to be lost. But for now, we just got to get rid of these monsters. I don't give a shit. Got to get rid of them, and it is what it is. I just hope worse monsters don't take over. My biggest concern at the moment is worse monsters than these current monsters taking over the bloody place after they're gone. We just have to be very, very careful. I was interviewing actually a guy. There's a guy who's been protesting outside the Home Office. His name is oh my God, Vafan Beheshti. His surname is Beheshti, but I forgot his first name. It begins with V. Anyway, he has been protesting for 847 days now outside the British Foreign Office.
I think I seen you interview him quickly at the end of your screen.
Yeah, it was today. Yeah, I interviewed him and I asked him about the possible who may or may not take over. Now I heard through the grapevine he supports the Mujahideen of Kelp. He says he doesn't. He says he just wants unity right now amongst all the factions, because our number one to get rid of the Iranian regime. We can't be fighting amongst each other while we still have this enemy in front of us. So let's unite. Let's get rid of them, and then we will vote. We'll decide who wants to run the country. Now, he seems to be in favor of an American-style constitution. Three branches of power.
Yeah, switch over to the one I just sent you. It's getting spicy right where we are now.
Yeah. This is the protest. This is a different protest, though.
Yeah, it's the ICE protest. It's an ICE protest.
All right. Yeah. What I mean is, this isn't Portland Andy's one.
No.
Whole up. Game.
But he's not doing it. So it's 3:00 basically. It's between 2:00 and 5:00 in America, I roughly believe, around about that. They're about 9 hours behind, isn't they?
In the US. Yeah. It depends on where you are. I mean, Central Time, Eastern Time, West Coast. Yeah. There's a whole host of different things that can happen. That's the problem. We've got very different time zones. America, I'm having to deal with that for work all the time. The time zones. Okay, I'm sharing now.
Okay.
Share. I'll put the sound on.
Hey, E.T., why are you coming up here? You know where we can see it, please?
Look at the soy boy in the ring.
I'm supporting literally like... Trump must go now! Trump must go now! Trump must go now!
Can you hear me?
Trump must go now! Trump must go now! Trump must go now!
Banksy, can you hear me?
Trump must go now! Trump must go now!
Can anyone hear me?
Trump must go now! Trump must go now!
Banksy.
Trump must go now!
Oh, dude, you gotta tell me. Okay, what's up?
That's all right. You can't hear me when I'm talking, can you?
Yeah, it's very loud. I can't really. I can barely hear you because of the sound of the video. Why? What's up? What do you want to say? Do you want to pause me?
I was just trying to do some running commentary. The guy in the green seems like he's a tough lad with his rucksack and his thin arms.
I know. Look at these. They make me sick to my stomach. I mean, in all honesty, it's a bit of a mixture. I mean, sure, they make me sick to my stomach. It's their right to protest. I'm one of these people who absolutely believes the right to protest. But of course, then there's the counter protesters should also be there, which I think they are. I think they're because I see American flags and stuff being sold, and I don't imagine any of these communists selling American flags. Although it's interesting because look, there's a guy there with I think what it looks like possibly a Mexican flag and an American flag on his shoulder.
Yeah, it's mixed. Yeah, so what's been happening, and I know this to be factual, is that they've said the Democrats are saying the optics are so bad with these Mexican flags. They've literally been given American flags to hand out a lot of these protests.
Are you kidding me? So they...
Yeah, so the optics have been so bad for the first couple of days. They literally said, and given, because there's footage of them giving them American flags out now, like confetti, to try and get them to fucking, because the optics.
Yeah, because the fact is that when they running around with the flag of another country, complaining about why they're being kicked out of the US. Well, you clearly your allegiance is to another country. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't they kick you out? You don't seem to like America, even though you want to live in America. So yeah, go to the country that you're swinging the flag for. In all honesty, personally, I would send every one of these assholes in London to Palestine or Pakistan or Jordan, wherever the hell they're flying a flag for. If you're swinging a flag for another country, go there. Now, when I see Iranians swinging the Persian, the original, well, not the Persian, but the Shah's flag,
with the
that
crest
is
in the middle.
Yeah, well, it's actually no, it's a lion with a sun rising from behind it. It's a lion holding a sword.
It's a gold thing in the center, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a gold. It's a golden lion with a sun emerging. It's called the Shiro Khorshid. It's called the sun and the lion. But that flag, you see, that flag is a banned flag in Iran. You literally, people have been executed for having that flag. So for us, that is a protest flag. That is a flag for us to show that we are against this regime. It's not. I'm not waving an Iranian flag because I'm screaming for Iran to take over Britain. No, that is a protest flag. Which, by the way, a lot of these Israeli side, when you go to these protests, the Israeli side have the Iranian Persian flag or the Iranian Shah flag. They have the Israeli flag. They have the British Union flag. And quite sometimes even like the French flag or the German flag or Indian flag. People who genuinely support this kind of, they have genuine support for Israel, Britain. They always play the national anthem, the British national anthem at the end of their protest. They always play the Israeli national anthem because they're the only ones that are flying. You don't see one Union flag amongst the Palestinian protesters. I've literally seen Israeli flag. I've literally seen Palestinian flags, of course, Jordanian flags, Algerian flags, Pakistani flags, Turkish flags. Never one Union Jack amongst them. Not a single, because they don't. These people literally hate the country.
Okay, just a quick one. Yeah, it's a great point. Let me just Big G. He's made a really quite funny sort of thing here. So have you seen? It was basically Westerners go into the Egyptian border, and they all got fucking they all got fucked up and arrested.
Yes.
Yes.
And
I seen in a comment somewhere, and it said, the irony, didn't say the irony, but I'll just say it anyway. It's the irony of westernized women going to the Egyptian border and thinking that they're going to listen to their opinion.
Yes.
I don't want to act like a fucking like a tyrant, but it's just so fucking ridiculously funny. Of course, they're not going to listen to you. They're going to listen to you if you're a white man or a black man or a brown man, but they're definitely not going to listen to you if you're a fucking liberal woman.
Yeah, these guys are idiots. I do actually have a video. Someone messaged me, or at least put my name in X about I'm trying to find it, about a guy. No, it was this British liberal prick crying on his knees, begging the Egyptians to let him go to the Gaza border. They're like, we don't give a shit about you. We're not gonna let you idiots just tell us what to do. This is the problem. These idiots think that police in other countries is like the Metropolitan Police in Britain, where they bend over backwards for these morons and these Palestinian protesters. No, other places will literally beat the shit out of you and then tell you to go home. and you can't even complain. You can't even complain about your beating. Because they'll beat you more if you complain.
So this is the clip. So this is one of the clips. I've just sent it to you on WhatsApp. So let me try and get you some more. Look at all these geezers doing all the pushing and grabbing, right? They're all like Secret Service or fucking secret police. They're all dodgy characters.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. These idiots don't have a clue what is going on in the world. They're just the level of moronicness. Okay, let me.
Yeah, this is a good one.
Pause this. Let me rewind it, and then I will share it.
Just dropped another one in as well.
Oh, all right. Let me start with this one first.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, share that.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that, G. So for people who haven't seen this, let me share this at the stage and play away.
Okay, it's got the sound.
Look at him grabbing it with his rucksack. He's going to get dropped out in a minute.
Now, Welsh, I can't actually hear you though. Do you want me to play it without the sound?
Well, play it with less of the sound if we can.
Let me bring it down to 50% then, because I couldn't hear a word you were saying. You were just like a whisper.
Okay.
Okay. You can now commentate.
Yeah.
Look at this. Idiot. Absolute idiot. Look at these two sitting on. Look at this. They're sitting on their inflatable bed mattress because they, God forbid, if they have to sleep on the actual floor. They have their camping inflatable mattress.
They made themselves comfortable.
Oh, this is so Greta Thunberg-y. It's unbelievable.
They're a bit shocked, I would suggest. So what's going on here?
I'll be perfectly honest. I have no sympathy. If they get the shit kicked out of them, I would.
What's she going to say when she's at a coffee meeting at the women's monthly meet at the local chapel, chapel hall? What's she going to say to her friends? Look at her sat down on her line.
I have no sympathy whatsoever. Let them get it in the ass.
Look at him still sat there thinking, shit, what have we done?
Yeah.
Right, you're fucked as well, pal. Tell her. Come with me. I've got a big bus for you lot. Thing is, the trouble is them being arrested in the sense that there's no violence, they're just blocking things, and they say, no, you ain't blocking shit. Look now on the flex bus. Look at them sat on their lilo thinking, oh yeah. Oh, this is maybe not a good idea. Let me step back.
I swear to God, absolutely.
Look at them with their two-man tent. You've got a little two-man tent there. Let me sit back. They might not see me.
They deserve everything they get. I don't give a shit.
Right, come here. You're okay. Look at that face. That guy with his hand. You know when they look at you? Look at that. Oh. Right, Nick, don't like your hat. Ta-da.
Damn. Look at the inflatable mattress, idiot. Is this playing again or is this first time still?
Still the first time, yeah.
3 minutes. Yeah.
I think the other video is more spicy.
I need to get my bag sometime.
Look at them.
Yeah.
They're all a bit scared now.
Look at this. They're shitting themselves now because they realized, this isn't England. This isn't the Swedish police. No, they will beat the shit out of you, and then they'll chuck you out anyway. So you don't get it. You don't get it at all. You think you're in Europe, you morons. Look at this. These guys are just coming back for more. They're just like rolling up their sleeves, coming back to chuck some more of these idiots out.
Right. You know what happened as well? Look at that disabled woman in front. Look at her. Look at her there with it.
Funky one, yeah.
She's on pick or something. Right, tell her. Come with me.
I am so glad. I am just so glad. Look at this. And then on the other side, I guarantee you, there's a bunch of people that give me stick a couple of boots into it.
Yeah,
Just for good measures.
As soon as they get on the bus, they're getting clipped, isn't it? They're getting clipped. Come here.
Yeah.
Right, you're next.
Look at this. They're pointing to them.
He spots the mobile. What? He spots the mobile. I've seen this. He's hiding it, and watch him look at the mobile. That guy points it. This guy. Right.
Oh, that's where he stopped it.
Yeah. I think
they came for him.
I'm not 100%, but I think the other video is a bit more spicier. But
Let me play the one I got sent, which is actually, it's this guy, this English guy, just crying like a bitch, wishing that, asking these guys to let them through. Absolute bitch. Kiss my ass, you absolute sack of dipshit. Okay, go for it. Share me.
Yeah.
Share me.
Okay.
Okay, it's only half. I don't know. Actually, we want to hear him talk. So let's hear this little bitch beg.
Humanity and for love, stand with your brothers and sisters in Palestine. I have never seen or experienced anything like it. Please, I will beg you, allow us to march to Palestine. Please, you've got to listen to me. Humanity and for love, stand with your brothers and sisters in Palestine. I have never seen or experienced anything like it. Please, I will beg you, allow us to march to Palestine.
Can I apologize? Can I apologize to the world for that character there?
God makes you know, sometimes you think to yourself, the British Empire ruled the known world for like 200 years. It wasn't with these idiots, though. It wasn't with these sacks of shit.
Somebody, I mean, he clearly doesn't know anything about history or what's happening. The Egyptian border is completely shut down, and it's just like it's very, very secure, the border. So
it's more secure than the border between Gaza and Israel. Believe it or not, it's even more so. They doubled the guards, and it's twice the height and thickness of the one for between Gaza and Israel.
So I know it's like, he's. Oh, please, you got to listen to me. It's like they're just guards. I mean, like I said.
They don't give a shit.
Why is their border more secure than the Israeli border?
I mean, these police officers, they don't give a shit. These people step out of line, those batons will come down hard without relief. Hello, Jupiter in the chat. All right, share. Yeah, let's share this one and let's hear what this is. Oh, this is just an extension.
There's people in masks. There's people in masks.
I've halved the balaclava people now.
Someone screen record this.
Oh, they brought the balaclava types.
Screen record. It's a lie.
Oh, they're saying, oh, can someone record this? Like they think that they can like social media shame them. You think what? You're going to cancel an Egyptian with a truncheon?
Screen recording.
Yeah, they don't give a shit, love. They're not worried about you canceling them on Twitter.
They'll just give a confused look, turn their hand, look at the person like that, and then get the baton out. Okay, look, you just had it.
Hello, they're grabbing her because she's got the phone. She was recording. Look at this, she's running.
She's off.
I knocked the phone out of my hand and I slapped his hand away. That was probably not nonviolent.
Guys, get ready to be deported. There you go. Those are the words that most illegals in America are hearing, and we should be hearing those words in Britain more often. Why can't we hear this more often in Britain? Guys, get ready to be deported.
There's people in masks dragging people out.
Yeah, this is now a loop, but it's quite funny all the same. Let's see that bloke catch him with the camera again. It's like you. Instead of just pointing the camera,
thank you, Don. Thank you for screen recording.
Like on your hip. Like I film loads of street stuff. I put the camera on my hip.
Yeah.
It might not be the best camera to do for the angles, but you've got to be careful.
The foot. Yeah. No, this is it. This is finished. Actually, we're playing it again.
Stop it if you want to.
Sorry, when you knocked the phone out of my hand and I slapped his hand away.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. We're just watching it all over again. But let me play it just on a loop, just for viewing purposes, and then you can talk.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, so you're trying to blockade or enter or blockade, I think it was, wasn't it, an international border, right? And you then film it, and you're seeing what's going on. You're seeing people getting dragged away into a big coach, and they're obviously going to be taken away and clipped over. and you're saying to yourself, "Let me just hold the camera above my head, just so I can get a better shot."
You know,
Fucking retards.
I mean,
What you
really,
gonna do?
what they should have done was take some, body cams with them,
Yeah,
GoPros or some other body, maybe a cheaper
Yeah.
body cam, just to have it on your body, and then it just records.
They could have
But-
Facebooked it live using the fucking Ray-Bans streaming glasses.
Yeah, oh yeah, they're gonna rock up to Egypt with Ray-Ban glasses. You know how long that would last? You would last 30 seconds before you're robbed.
They think they're fake. Everyone will think they're fake.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, no, you're not gonna get away with wearing Ray-Bans in Egypt.
The thing is, I mean, it's quite an infamous sort of. I get the lefties bringing it up when I get arrested. When I got arrested in Paris, I got arrested in Paris during the yellow vest protest.
Oh, you did when you went to the yellow vest protests.
Yeah. So what I did it was a bad mistake, and I'm not ashamed to admit it was a bad, immature, and I had.
Was it?
Basically, I had a chat with a few locals trying to suss out what was going on. And they say, oh, everyone comes out about 11:30, 12 o'clock. And they all meet up and, it sort of just comes out of nowhere. I was like, okay, cool. So instead of just like chilling until 11:30, I went live at like 9 o'clock. So I'm talking jive on the live, and I'm speaking to my usual subscribers and all that, and I'm not hiding where I am. I'm pretty touristy, and as soon as I left the calf, like it was game on, they fucking mugged me. They mugged me. And
Shit.
They knew I was streaming because they were following my stream basically.
Shit.
Yeah, they were bored, weren't they? Like it's like literally, I'm in a different country, and I thought, it's bored. It was like I've been there for a couple of hours. Been there since like 7 in the morning, 6 in the morning. So it was like, I'll go live, and it was a bad idea. Like,
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Yeah. Well, a week before that happened, they got loads of Antifa turned up and give the French police a bit of a slapping. They caught them out, like they caught them with their pants down, sort of thing. So a week after that, then I turn up and they were like ready for anything. They thought
I see.
They were convinced I was Antifa and active patriot.
Shit. Dude, do you want me to play Portland Andy's video and have it playing in the back kind of thing?
Yeah.
Let me. No. Forget that. Let's not share that. Let's do Portland Andy's. This isn't Portland Andy's. It's just someone else. Just
Crazy Bulgarians live as well. Crazy Bulgarians live. I'll bring that up.
Oh, is he good? Crazy Bulgarian. Is he? He's not. He's not in London, is he? He's over.
Yeah, he's in Bulgaria or he's in Holland.
Oh, okay. But he does multi screens as well.
He does his own multi screens. Let me just get him up now. He's very good.
All right. Well, send me the link, and then in the meanwhile, share this, so people can just have
cool.
Have something on the screen for the viewing public. By the way, hello public. Thank you for chatting and sharing and just chilling with us. For those of you who may or may not know, I go by either Banksy or Banksy Style, or Half-As TV, which is my current endeavor.
Yeah.
In the world of the tubes.
Can we put all his links in the chat, please, Lisa? I'd be appreciated if you can put all the links for Banksy.
Oh dear God.
It's only Twitter, YouTube, and 2 YouTubes and a Twitter.
Lisa Sargent, hello. I've seen Lisa. I know Lisa. I know that.
Yes, top.
I know that.
My main mod.
She's actually a top mod on quite a few people. I think she's mod on CP Reports as well. I think, and also Lewis Arrington as well.
Mate,
she's a top gal.
She's a mod on. She's been my chief and my sole mod basically for a couple of years now, right? And she is mods on so many channels. I go on there, and all of a sudden I see her on there, and she's like mod on there as well.
I know. That's what I mean. I'm sure I saw her on other. I'm sure I've seen her on CP Reports and Lewis Arrington as well. And Louis is also very, very particular with his mods. He doesn't make anyone just a mod. He's very, very selected.
So he made me. I know what Louis doing, and I spoke to him about it, and I said, I don't blame you. I DM'd you. I said, don't blame me for demodding me. I'm too spicy for you. And like I said, I understand. He wants to be truly independent, and he's always played.
Lewis. Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether he's made me a mod. I think he might have done, but I'll be honest, I don't mod for anyone. I'm so lazy. I just can't be asked.
But he took the mods off everyone, and like I found out, like through the YouTube community, it wiped all the mods off basically everyone. So,
yeah.
But I know it wasn't anything personal. I just know he was trying to get himself.
He was cleaning up. He was cleaning up because there was a bunch of people he may have accidentally made or unknowingly made. I
talk shit on chats, and especially some of the content that I don't care. So I knew I was going to come down. It's just the way it is, isn't it? It's not a problem.
Yeah. I had to actually take a guy called Business Australia out of my mod, and also actually I had to ban him because apparently, I mean, the thing is, when I'm live in the streets, I can't keep an eye on the chat. I don't really know what the chat's saying and what the chat's doing, and I actually got complaints from my other mods telling me, because I actually got a message from some unknown person saying, look, this guy Business, he's doing this and if you keep him as a mod, we'll flag your channel, we'll take you down and all that. And I was like, they can kiss my ass, I don't give a shit about you. But then my mods came to me and said, this guy's really being a bit of a dick, and he's disrupting the chat. Could you have a word or do something? I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna kick him out. I'll just kick him, because he's, I can't be honest. I can't have a liability in the chat. You know what I mean? Because I can't keep an eye on the chat. So just be done with it and just get rid of him.
So the only issue I have with my chief mod is like the mods. A lot of people were modded out, and like I said, a lot of them make modding a really personal thing. And I got to say it, for me. Right, I don't want to get involved in personal bullshit when it comes to modding and the politics.
Exactly. Last thing I need is a headache on that side of shit.
Yeah, if you're talking shit like TOS shit and you're spamming, then you get warned, and if you don't listen, you get barred. So, you get disappeared. You just disappear. So
it's like,
and
it's
that's
not like
what
I
I
have enough
That's it. You know what I mean?
to do. The thing is, if I'm at home and I'm doing a stream, then I have a little bit more time to monitor this and that. But if I'm on the streets and I'm running around, I've got like dozens of shit going on. I can't be keeping an eye on the chat and what the mods are doing. I have to trust. I usually, and to be honest with you, anyone who's mod on my side of things is usually, quite a nice, stable individual, and I trust them. I'll be perfectly honest. I didn't vet this guy that well. I've never really spoken to him. He's never jumped on any panels. I've had a couple of like interactions with him in text, and I thought maybe he's, he seems like a fun guy. Maybe he's a little bit of a troll, but he's chilled. But he went ahead and started screwing. They say F around and find out. He effed around with the wrong people that I actually trust, and I'm sorry, you're gonna find out. And the finding out part is when I kick your ass, because I just don't have the time. I don't have the time, the patience, none of that.
I agree with you, but I'd just like to add to any of my previous mods that got their mods taken away. I basically told Lisa that we gotta like cut the mods down to people basically you really know or really come into the chat, and so that no one take it the wrong way. It was just getting to the stage. There were so many people with a blue typing on it. It was like there's just too many going on.
Yeah, this is why I just don't mod anyone and everyone. I just mod a handful of people. To be honest with you, if it was up to me, I only need oh wait a minute, screen sharing, blah blah blah. Yeah. Come on, just do it. Will you asswipe? Okay, you can share this one if you want. I'm gonna start playing it.
Okay, cool.
This is the other guy you just sent me. Although I'm mostly playing all of these people silently, to be honest with you. I don't really like. We don't need to listen to them. It's just rabble sound anyway.
Yeah.
We don't have anything.
Go on. Mind you, the Crazy. I've got an echo. We got the echo. We got that repeat.
You got the echo again?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
wait a minute. No.
Hello?
It's because I'm doing. Sorry. I wasn't sharing. I wasn't sharing the tab. I was sharing the whole window. Sorry. Hold on. Now
Okay.
it should be good.
Yeah.
Try it now.
So big. Okay. Big up Crazy Bulgarian as well. We're not going to stay on his feed, mind you, because I'm a mod on his channel, and me and Lisa are both mods on his channel. I can't really pinch his content.
No, I mean he's sharing other people's feed anyway. He's not...
Yeah, I suppose so.
He's sharing other people's feed.
Look at,
he should be all right.
He's got a good 4-way going on. He's got a good 4-way going on. Isn't he?
He's got a 5-way actually. He's got a little one as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're all a community.
I mean, Banksy, next time, if we do this next time, could we operate it from your end with these, or is it like another?
Well, I mean, dude, we tried. I mean, if we can do it, I can do it from my OBS, and I can set it up just like these guys have with all the little segments. It's just that it will be live on my channel. I don't think we're going to be able to live on your channel as well. It'll just be my different channel, because it seems that for whatever reason, unless you get a PC, and then we can start a live stream on your PC, and then I can get the key from that. I don't think we're going to be successful running a multi-streaming thing from both of us.
So basically, I've got to reset the stream key, haven't I?
Well, yeah, I think you have to set that stream key on a PC, on an actual Windows or a Mac, not on an iOS device like we were trying. So yeah, it has to be somehow different than what we were doing. But it's all right, man. It's all right. We'll work it out. Is
that a trans person on bottom left with the fuzzy hair? Look at that one there. Looks a bit suspect. Looks like an ugly woman.
I just can't tell anymore. They're just
or a man trying to be an ugly woman.
You see, in the 90s, I would say that's a young lad, like an 18, 19-year-old, maybe 17, 18-year-old lad. But nowadays, I can't
mask as well.
Yeah. He's got a mask. He's got glasses. Or he or she, whatever. I mean, it could be a boy. It looks like a boy. There's no tits. But then again, it could be a woman, a trans girl, a trans man that's taking out the titties. I don't know. I'm gonna go with a young lad. It looks like a young lad. There you go. There's the Mexican flag. There's the friggin' Mexican flag.
And a Jamaican hat. Another Mexican flag.
Yeah, another Mexican. I did see the Stars and Stripes though. There's an American flag there.
When I mentioned the American flag earlier on, someone in the chat said, yeah, and they started burning them. They started burning the American flag.
Are you kidding me? Oh, that's bad optics. There it is. There's one that's got a mix, half and half, Mexican American.
Yeah.
So there's one.
I just class any mixing of flags as defacing the flag. I don't like it in any.
It is a little bit. I mean, if you actually joined the flags, like there was the full flag of one and then the full flag of the other, just simply zip together. But they were, the full flag, but these ones are half flags. So it is technically a defacement. But I've seen Israeli and British people, English
I don't like it.
They've done that, and people feel a way about that. But I don't know. I mean, I've seen others where they put one side, it's like two flags, kind of sewn together. So left side is got the Union flag, and the right side has got whatever Indian, Israeli, whatever it is. I've seen that, and that's okay because it's not defacing the flag. The flag is still in full. I don't know, man. People, dude, you worried about defacing the flag? Ginger Spice in the 90s made a dress out of the Union flag. I mean, there are people who wear bikinis of the Union flag or the American flag. You want defacement? That's straight up defacement. Having the Union flag in your crutch. I mean, technically, you do realize that is actually treasonous. It was some sort of. It used to be illegal. You couldn't make clothing out of the flag. it was all considered defacing of the flag.
Wow.
Any kind of clothing, I don't know. I've seen people have freaking dinner table cloths with flags on it. All sorts of, I mean, there's all sorts of crazy shit. I mean, the famous Rocky shorts with the flag. So there's been a lot of clothing with the British and American flag on it, but I believe there was a time where it was absolutely illegal to do that.
Right.
It was considered treasonous.
Just for people in the chat again, that the riots haven't started as yet. They never normally do. It's running around about 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. in America, so it's going to get spicy soon.
Actually, no, it should be later, depending on where you're looking. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, because you see, Los Angeles, admittedly, Los Angeles is coming up to 5. Los Angeles is coming up to 5. It's 4:54, so that's gonna. But I think Los Angeles is gonna get hairy in about 3-4 hours. Miami is 8 o'clock at night. Dallas is 7 o'clock. Chicago is 7 o'clock. So that's Miami's is the East Coast. So Miami, New York is coming up to 8 o'clock. New York is gonna get juicy, I'm sure. Miami is in Florida. It's not really it's conservative. Dallas is kind of a liberal city in a conservative state. Chicago, they'll probably be shooting each other right now. To be honest with you, they would be shooting each other in Chicago at about lunchtime.
Yeah, standard.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's just Tuesday for Chicago. There's nothing special about shootings in Chicago. So yeah, they'll probably be gunning each other down by now. Los Angeles, I say, it's going to be a few more hours before Los Angeles gets going. But that's going to be California. So that's where we are with the timing. New York, Dallas, Chicago, Los Angeles. Yeah.
So what's East Coast time now? What's East Coast time?
East Coast is 5 to 8 p.m. Okay. So that's coming up to 5 to 8. West Coast is 5 to 5.
Ah, right.
Central time, Chicago, Dallas is 5 to 7. So Central time is an hour from New York, and then you got West Coast, which is Los Angeles, which is quite a bit away. It's middle of the day still for them. I don't know. I mean, there may be some people, but the problem is that, well, look, you've got a stream right now in this the Bulgarian man. Is a Bulgarian?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, he's got Los Angeles at the top left here. So he's got the helicopter. So that's Los Angeles right now. As I said, I don't think that's going to get going for a few more hours where it gets real serious. He's got what's he got? He's got Los Angeles again at the bottom as well. Actually, looks like he's got 3 Los Angeles and possibly 1, maybe New York, maybe Austin, Texas. Probably Texas. It gives me more of a Texas feel. And maybe that 5th one is New York. I don't know.
So yeah, for people who don't know, it's called the King's Protest. So it's a nationwide U.S. protest, I believe, against Trump because he wants to be a king. So that's how that is.
Well, it looks like actually when I click away, every one of these squares, the big ones, have been labeled Los Angeles. Los Angeles, Los Angeles, Los Angeles. So he's not covering anyone else at the moment. He's just doing the LA. Let me quickly see.
Yeah.
No, let me quickly see Portland. Yeah, let me see Portland Andy, see what he's covering. You guys can carry on watching this while I check Portland Andy.
And
Andy, he hasn't labeled exactly. Oh no, he has LA, Portland, or something or other. White House. Oh, that's DC, and then LA. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 LAs, 1 Portland, and then some other place which I can't tell. Paramount.
Yeah.
Paramount.
Yeah, flying the flag they abandoned. The country they abandoned.
Oh, yeah. I know it's absolutely nuts, these idiots. But to be honest, it looks like apart from Washington, where they've got some kind of troop thing going on. He's Paul and Andy's covering LA mostly as well. It's like 1, 2, 3, 3 cameras for LA.
Yeah.
One of them is Portland.
Good
Not
evening,
a lot is
Akash.
going on.
Yeah, good evening, Akash.
Arkash. All right. Yeah, these are new players for me, man. Most of them I don't even know. I don't know a lot of the names on the chat here.
I spent a week with Akash last month in a
Oh, you
field in
did?
Cumbria. Yeah.
Oh, nice. You guys were camping?
Yeah, we went to a festival called Stand in the Light. It's the
Nice.
newspaper. It's like the so there was it's the free newspaper. It's like the Freedom paper. You know the.
Okay.
So it was really chilled out time for a week. Didn't do much.
Nice. You took trigger.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How's the little guy keeping right now? Is he okay? Is he good?
Well,
After his little accident.
Yes. So this morning, for the people in the chat, my dog went into a scaffolding pole that was being used to be used as temporary lighting. So they hammer a scaffolding pole into the ground and they run this temporary lighting on it. He didn't see this scaffolding pole vertically up, and he just hit it going full pace. And I thought my dog had either broken his neck or back or bones.
Oh.
He crippled down. He was crying. I picked him up. He went all limp on me. He started like shit coming out of his mouth. So I'm ringing my dad up. This is what's happened to me today. I'm ringing my dad up. I'm saying, like, check if the vets are open. I don't want to go to the emergency vets. I need a vet open in Cardiff. And then I got back to my place, started the car, rung up my vets. They were open. And as it turns out, it was their 4th week being open on a Saturday. So lucky enough, I went straight down there.
Nice.
£92
Did they have X-rays and stuff?
No, he had morphine, and his appointment, and he had some stuff called Loxicon, which is an anti-inflammatory, and he's been crying, mate, all afternoon, all evening. You heard him earlier on, didn't you, Banksy?
Yeah.
Crying.
But nothing is anything broken inside in him? Did they check to make sure that he didn't break it? Did he break anything?
I don't. He seems to be. He does seem to be able to walk much more than he did. I went to see my auntie-in-law, I think, and my stepdad's sister, lovely woman. And she's just got me some dog painkillers. So basically, I've self-medicated my dog because they gave him anti-inflammatories, and I did Google it. You can use the tablets I've got with these anti-inflammatories.
Okay.
So I remember I said I was going to give him a bit of yogurt. Well, I crushed up the pill in the yogurt, so he's had the.
Okay.
So that's what I was doing earlier on. So there we go. He's
one more thing.
It's like, it's really scary as well. I know it sounds like dramatic.
Yeah.
But he runs at 20 mile an hour flat out. I know that.
Oh my God.
And when I go next to him, he's doing 20. So he was doing. I seen him running down there, and he's running fast. And he just
smacked into the damn pole. You got to put him on. Can't you keep him on some sort of a leash and just sort of keep him close?
Why would you want to? You know.
Yeah, but I mean, he's going to kill himself. The little.
He didn't. Obviously, he didn't see the lamppost. His eyes ain't the best. So.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm. So he seems to be snoring. So let's just play it like that.
Yeah, maybe he was in shock or something earlier on. Maybe. Yeah.
Scary though.
Yeah, it is. Man.
So we got Andy's stuff now. What we got?
This is And there's just there's some sort of King's thing going on in Washington D.C. obviously, so he's got that covered. It's military, and then the rest are all L.A. 3 LAs, 1 Portland. The Portland one is frozen, so
what's that long thin one there? That there's clearly trouble in that one there.
In the middle.
Foreign flags. Yeah.
Yeah. That's LA. That's LA. The small one is LA. The other one, the smaller to the left of this long thing one.
I think it's kicking off there, 200 yards in front, isn't it? Not that direction, the other direction. Isn't it?
Well, you see, there's that little one, the bicycle.
All masked up. Everyone's masked up in this one as well.
Well, yeah. Clearly. As I said, I think LA, probably given a couple of more hours, is going to kick off. The problem is it's 1 a.m., dude. I got to go to sleep. I can't do this all night. I gotta go down to Speaker's Corner in the morning. I gotta get up for at least 9 o'clock to make this shit happen.
Yeah.
So that's my issue.
Yeah, pull the plug when you want it, mate. Whenever you want it.
Yeah, give it an hour and then all.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem. I spoke to Crazy Bulgarian in DMs the other day. And he said to me on an audio message, I said, "What? Why haven't you basically streaming?" He said, "The problem is," he said, "it's kicking off about 6 in the morning. It's kicking off like at 3 in the morning, and it's kicking off like 3 o'clock his time, and then it's so late." Yeah.
It's just, that's my biggest issue with trying to attract a US audience, is the timing. The time line is the time zone, sorry, is terrible. If you want, I mean, it's okay if you're dealing with like East Coast guys. A lot of the guys I talk to on a regular basis is East Coast, so they're not too bad.
But what I mean is, because Crazy Bulgarian's in Europe, it sort of kicks off proper in America around about 3, 4, 5 a.m. in the morning for him.
Yeah, for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean,
so it's like,
I think Bulgaria is only an hour difference between Bulgaria and Britain anyway. So
yeah, but
it's not even, it would be the same for us.
Yeah, I think, exactly. Yeah, I think, like I said, it starts kicking off about 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning. That's what I think it does.
Yeah,
sadly.
yeah. If you're dealing with America, that's my biggest issue with like Alex Stein. I don't know if you know Alex Stein. He's like a comedian guy in Europe, in America. I did a little show with him last year. Was it last year? Where I went into central London and tried to be like his on the street reporter, raving reporter, and he on StreamYard, he could then like tell me to interview this guy, that guy. I'll be honest, it was sort of half went okay because my microphone setup with my headset wasn't working well with StreamYard, because I discovered StreamYard doesn't, unless you're on a PC, on a phone, it thinks of it, your phone, your OS thinks of StreamYard as a telephone call. So if you have any external mics plugged in, it just cuts them off. It doesn't use them properly. Anyway, a long story. But I was in central London. I guess what time? An hour before his show, which starts at, I think, like 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock US time, Dallas or Texas time. It was 11 p.m. here. And I ran the show until midnight. And then I basically had to run all the way to central London, drive my car, because you can't rely on buses and trains and shit. So drove my car into central London, parked it up, ran into central London at about 10 o'clock at night to get ready for the show at 11, did an hour show, 11 till 12, and then drove back home to go to work the next day at 7 a.m. And it's like, I can't sustain that kind of shit. I can't just keep doing that every night. I mean, I did one show. I said, okay, I might do one or two more if he's up for it, but we never got to it. Just other things happened to him. But I can't do that kind of shit. And besides, it was a Tuesday. It was a Tuesday night, and London on a Tuesday night, 11 o'clock at night, is dead. Nothing's going on. People aren't partying on a Tuesday night at 11. So it wasn't even that busy. It was a mediocre sort of London, but it was, I mean, obviously it's still London, so you got Piccadilly and you got all the scenery, But it wasn't like full of people to interview. Like it would have been good if you had like a bunch of drunk. We did have two drunk lads who came on, and they were quite fun. But yeah, if you know, it wasn't really that much going on. But yeah, if you want to attract, or if you want to work with Americans and collab with Americans, it's a nightmare. The time zone is an absolute kick in the ass. You have to kind of invert your life.
Is that Los Angeles, bottom left?
The blank ones have all gone Los Angeles. The two blank ones are now LA.
No, the smoke
The one with the smoke is oh yeah, no, that's LA. Shit, I just noticed. Yeah, that's LA.
Yeah.
That's LA as well. And he's got two more LAs coming up. There's another LA, and I think he's switching around between different streams. It's really good actually. Just keep Portland Andy going because he's professional and he just does everything for us.
Yeah. It's funny.
We can just talk shit.
It's funny. I've given him some links before, and he's then gone to my channel. He's gone to my channel, and he's going on Base Welshman. I see you do some contact, and he's going to my channel. He said, "You fucking streamed some of my streams, Base Welshman." I've just seen my face in the bottom of the thumbnail, and then I said, "Yeah, but you streamed my Ely riots." He was like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
Oh, nice. But hey, man, it's all good. It's all good. Actually, Society X says the march in Chicago is absolutely massive. I don't know which one he's.
Twitter.
I don't think he's covered. Is it on Twitter, Chicago?
Well, if you put in Chicago March, it might come up. Chicago March, but or just put Chicago and then go.
Let me try it on YouTube. Chicago.
So, good evening to 2 Up, 2 Down, Amas. Good evening.
What do we got? We don't have anything live.
Sean's been with me all night, and I haven't mentioned the name yet. I do apologize, Sean. Sean.
Who's Sean?
Sean. Or
Sean?
Seal.
Yeah. Oh, I see Sean. Oh, see. Is it
I'm
Sean?
dyslexic, see.
I don't know. I mean, if this is some kind of Irish name, I'll be honest. Irish names are not designed for the English language. It's the English alphabet clearly wasn't made for these names because they have the most insane spelling for the most weirdest pronounced names ever.
Yeah.
I've
seen a couple of videos where an Irish person is saying these names and then they don't even look at, or spell anything like this.
It's absolutely nuts. Okay, I can see. Yeah, I mean, Portland Andy is actually playing Chicago from the AP because the guy strumming the guitar, that's Chicago. But I don't see the march. There's no march at the moment. Then I've got this watch live on No King's Day protests held nationwide.
So it's great when you got the was it what they call keffiyeh? What they call the scarves?
Cafes. Yeah, cafes.
Cafes.
Yeah.
With next to the American flags.
I know, but no, actually, I will say this before this whole nonsense of the keffiyeh being associated with Palestine. The keffiyeh is used by the U.S. military all the time. If you actually see U.S. armed, especially special forces, they always have a keffiyeh because it is an incredibly, because it's an incredibly versatile piece of clothing that you can use for all sorts of things, especially proper keffiyehs. Now, I'll be honest, I bought a couple of them from China because I was doing some Arab skits, and it's like you can use it for like an Arab thing, but they're nylon. They're not actually proper cotton. They're not, proper cotton ones. But the proper military ones, the ones the military, SAS and SEALs and stuff, it's proper cotton. And if you have a proper cotton one, it can be used as a bandage. It can be used as protection, against the sun, a sling, all sorts of scenarios. I because I like this military prepper shit all the time. I watch it. The keffiyeh is one of the recommended things you should have in your bug out bag as a survival tool. It's incredible. But
What's
I mean, it's been co-opted.
what's going on there? What's going on there? He's been sprayed, he has, and he needs some milk. I think he needs some milk on the center, right?
Yeah, the center. Yeah,
you know
what the hell is this asshole with the bag?
Thing,
Sorry, go on.
Get away. Yeah, it's the worst thing you could ever put on your face if you ever get sprayed with any substance, right? Is to put water on it. Everyone thinks that's the correct thing to put on. Not everyone, but 90% of the people that are there will say, "Oh, let me put some water on your face." That's all you do.
It's
you
terrible.
spread it all over your body. Then.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It doesn't do it. It doesn't
down
neutralize
your
it.
neck. No, it doesn't neutralize it. The only thing they say is like yogurt or milk.
Yeah,
and,
alkaline sort of products. You know, milk and so it's the HP level, and you can actually. Oh, damn! They're running. They're doing some. The police have done some shit to them.
Bloody hell.
Hold on. Let me pump up the sound.
Yeah, it's playing.
Ooh.
Oh, bloody hell.
Well, you heard that?
Get amongst
them.
Get amongst them, yeah.
They are chucking. Yeah, man, they're doing it. They're chucking
look at
gas.
Wow.
Sorry, hold on, I couldn't hear you. Say again?
You're like a bin lid or some sort of shield. Yeah, like an Antifa member.
Turn
it down to 30%, just a little bit more.
Yeah. Let me bring it up. Okay, here we are. Yeah, I can hear you now.
That's cool.
Yeah, shit's going down, man. That's the LA one. That's the LA one, but he's got another one with the bicycle troops coming out. I don't know where that is.
What's that flag there? Is it Uruguayan flag or Argentina?
Which one? The red, green, and white?
No, the blue and white. Is it like Ecuador? Is it blue and white?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's not Uruguay. I've been to Uruguay and I've been to Argentina, and it's close, but it's not that.
It's not that.
Oh. I think it's like Ecuador or somewhere like that, some Central American country. Oh, he's off. The one in that flag, he's in that car.
Trump's giving a speech.
Big Mike. Is that Big Mike? There's Big Mike. That's Big Mike in front of us on the paper.
How do you mean the one with the camera with the bag?
That's big. No, that black woman, man. It's Big Mike. You know who Big Mike is, don't you?
No, I don't.
Michelle Obama. She's called Big Mike.
Oh, are you talking about? Are you talking about Obama's wife?
Yes.
No.
I just said that flat woman was so wet.
I just got it. I was like, what the fuck is it? Big Mike. What the hell is
in the camera was such a chunk of a woman.
Yeah, Obama's wife. Yeah. Do you know? I got this message from a known mutual, well, I don't know, mutual friend, but someone we both know from Speaker's Corner, and he sent me some I guess conspiracy theory details. Bonnie Blue apparently had transition operation at 13.
So I seen this today.
What, the Bonnie Blue had a transition, and it's actually a man, and it's been presenting as a woman all these time, and all these thousands of men that have been banging her, effectively they've all been banging a dude.
Yeah. So
I don't buy it. I don't think she's a bloke.
I have seen a fire.
With the grace of God.
Well, I don't think she's trans, because the thing is,
oh,
go on.
But I tell you what's happened to her. She has been kicked off OF.
Yeah.
Now she gets on average 600,000 a month, right?
From
it's
OF.
Like 6 million, 8 million a year or something. She's getting off OF.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, she absolutely kills it on OF.
And if they banned her, like not for a week but permanently, it's going to cause a lot of problems. I mean, I'm sure she could. I'm sure there's other ways of. You don't need OF, but OF's like the main way.
The thing is,
to that sort of market.
The thing is, in her case, especially, unless she gets banned off every social media that she can't really advertise on, which she's not gonna, because she's gonna be all over X, she's gonna be all over Rumble at the minimum. So even if Facebook and YouTube kick her, she's still gonna have enough of a presence to be able to bring her audience, because she's too big essentially for OF to really have an impact on banning her off OF, because she essentially has to now. I mean, she's made millions. She's clearly a multi-millionaire. She's just gonna have to, build her own social media. She's gonna have to set up her own website, which I would be amazed if she doesn't already, which I'm pretty sure she probably already has. I mean, she'd be stupid if she didn't already have her own website. And people they don't need to go to OF. They just go straight to her own site. In fact, she's better off, because she doesn't have to split the cash with OF. She just takes in 100% of the cash instead of splitting it with her. In fact, it's OF's loss, not hers.
Yes, So what do OF take? Do they take like 20, 35% or something like YouTube's 30 odd percent, isn't it?
Yes, YouTube super chats is 30%. And I think, from your ad revenue as well, there's a 30% cut. But OF, I think, was better than that. I think OF is less, but I don't know the exact split. I know Kick, the site Kick, that is a 95% cut. So they take 5% and they give you 95. So that is the best ratio of all these sites is Kick. But Kick is relatively small and unknown, so that's probably why they're giving you that incentive. I don't know about Twitch. Rumble is pretty good as well. Rumble isn't much. Rumble is like, I think 10% or something like that. Rumble is pretty good. And also Streamlabs. No, sorry, go on. Streamlabs, which is I think 5 or 10%. 5%, I think.
I think it's 5.
Yeah.
But also, which one was going to bring up then?
What was it? Bonnie Blue?
Rumble. I don't think you don't get money off Rumble with advertising so much. It really comes from like support from yours. Yeah,
but you can super chat. People can super chat you on Rumble, and you get more of that money than you would off YouTube. For sure.
I agreed, but what like the big YouTubers say is they say for a revenue YouTube, that's where
it's the bulk of it.
No one beats YouTube cutting for revenue, for that. Just like I said, the Rumble's great, they say, but we don't get a lot for the
because they just don't have enough traffic. It's the engagement. If you're an Andrew Tate. If you're an Andrew Tate, if you're a Fresh and Fit, then yes, you make good money. But if you're, small time, when I say small time, by the way, I mean like 100,000 subscriber on YouTube and maybe like 50,000 on Rumble. Yeah, you don't make that much off Rumble. But if you're 50,000 on YouTube, you'll make more than if you're 50,000 on Rumble. But to get 50,000 followers on Rumble is a ungodly mission. It's like climbing Everest. It's horrifically hard to get people to follow you on Rumble. I have like 6 people or 7 people. It's crazy. And I've told people this is where you can find my videos. I've in fact put exclusive videos on Rumble that you can't even see on YouTube. Still, people don't go there to subscribe. It's crazy.
The thing is, though, that there's been YouTubers that have switched over and have done very well on Rumble. Really well, but what they've done, they're putting out regular content, and one of the ways they do it is they switch their live when they're doing the live stream. They do an hour on YouTube, and because they're like TOS and stuff, they switch off after an hour and then switch on to Rumble.
They just go Rumble,
where what they'll say, and they'll do, and they'll say, we can really like open up on Rumble, so just switch over, just press the blue link, it'll just bring you into Rumble, and it's a direct link over. So you know what I mean, because they do this daily or weekly or every couple of days, it is a good pushover for you, for your YouTube followers to go on to the Rumble to to
Yeah.
but yeah,
I mean,
it takes
Steven
a lot
Crowder is
of
doing
work.
that. A lot of people are doing that.
Massive numbers. Yeah.
The fact is, someone like Andrew Tate, because he got banned off everything else, it's the only place you can find him is on Rumble and X because he doesn't have any other platform. Tommy
Massive, I bet, as
Robinson,
well.
yeah, Tommy Robinson, on the other hand, managed to. He's set up a YouTube channel now. So he's actually on YouTube, X, and Rumble. But then again, Tommy, he's in and out of court. He's in and out of prison. I'm not really sure how much money he can. I don't know what kind of money his content really makes. But he's got a YouTube right now until God knows when they ban it, which probably will be soon. But for now, he's on YouTube and X, and I actually been on his stream a couple of times on Sunday with Street Mike. I was on there last week. It's a good actual opportunity to get in front of a big audience. It's like 30,000 people were watching when I was on there on Sunday. So yeah, you want to get like 30,000 people to watch. You go there. You go and grab Street Mike and get in front of his. He's on Twitter and now YouTube. But he gets some numbers, man, like crazy numbers, 20K, 30K live watching. I've only seen numbers like that with like Tim Pool and like Joe Rogan. And I don't even think Joe Rogan really does live streams. I think it's all pre-recorded. But those are the kind of people I expect to get like 20,000-30,000 people. GB News doesn't get that kind of numbers on YouTube.
I got 21,000 once.
21,000 on a single live stream. That's sweet. That is nice.
That was the Ely riots.
That's why. Yeah. That's what I mean. You gotta be on those sort of things. But that's sweet. Yeah. No, I mean, I've had I think the most I've had is like 600, and that was on Brexit night.
The worst one I've seen recently, and I understand why he did it. I called him Weak Mike because what it was, it was that tragic couple of days after the girls and in the Taylor Swift in Southport.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was there filming, and it all kicked off, and all of a sudden, this live stream was going up like 2,000 people every minute, and
nice.
He hit like 21 or 22,000. I think he just overtook me, and he killed the live. He killed the live, but I knew that at that point it was like evening time. If he'd have kept that live, he could have had 200,000.
200,000? Seriously?
Oh, yeah. If you because that's when they lit the police vans. If you know.
Okay.
So his live stopped just after they lit the police vans. The police vans started going up. So that would have just gone. It would have gone blitz around like immediately on the share when it around social medias, and before you know it, you'd have had, I think, hundreds of thousands of people on his. I reckon within 20 minutes from when he stopped, he could have had hundreds of thousands on his live.
Nice. Yeah. It's a shame. But it is what it is, man.
No one was live. No one was live. He was the only live going, and he literally just pulled the plug. And I sort of get why he pulled it, but I was like, wow, that was it. There was no other lives going at that moment.
Such a shame. Well, it is what it is, dude. Unfortunately. It is that hour. Have to call it a night. I mean, I know this thing's probably going to kick off a little bit more. I mean, you can. I guess no. The problem is you can't share the screen. You've only got one screen. You got to get more than one screen, man. You got to get some kind of setup where you can actually stream properly.
Yeah, I mean,
you got to get yourself a laptop.
Could you just clock your half one out?
How do you mean?
If you want to just drop yourself out.
Well, no, if I drop out, there's no one to share the screen.
Okay, cool. That's all right. No problem.
The sharing will go. I mean, you can carry on, of course. I'll just drop, but
That's cool.
but you have to share the screen somehow and talk to the
it's
through
fine.
the audio.
Well,
I mean, drop the link. Maybe there's some guys in the chat who want to come up and have a chat.
I don't do it like that. I don't.
Oh, you don't actually have other people on the stream. You don't.
I've never had a panel on my channel. I've always gone on panels.
Oh, why don't you have a panel? What's wrong with the panel? Jupiter would. I mean, Jupiter's probably gone, but Jupiter's probably gone.
I'm going to go on a panel now. Smoke Steve's International Pub. I'm going to go on that.
Oh yes. Love Smoker Steve. He's a legend.
If my mods could please stick in Smoke Steve International Pub, I can put the link in the chat hopefully now.
Yeah. Post it.
Put it in the chat. I can do it. Let me do it now. Smoke Steve. There you go. Okay, share.
It's funny when I put Smoker Steve, I don't actually get Smoker Steve's channel. How does one get Steve's?
It's hard to pick up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's saying I'm not live. I am. There you go.
No, you're live. You're still. I can see you live.
It's not saying I'm live on my channel. No, that's
on yours.
No,
no, it's got to be.
It's weird. Okay, so
I still can't get Smoker Steve's.
There we go. It's in the chat.
It's crazy.
So if you want to, there you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks everyone in the chat.
Yeah, I'm off. Yeah, guys, thank you for those who subscribed. I made it to 300 to 400, 2,400. You know how long I've been cursed at that 2,300 for like 6 months. I couldn't get over the 2,300 mark. It's just crazy. But thank you guys. You guys have been awesome as always. Welsh, as you know, I love you in a non-homosexual way, even though it's Pride Month and it's perfectly okay to be homosexual. We at the Harvest TV, we support Queers for Palestine. I just want you all to know. I am myself. I run the London chapter of Queers for Palestine. Of course, there are no queers in Palestine, but that doesn't matter. We still support them, and we are all thinking about getting a small boat and have a flotilla to go to Gaza for Pride Month, so we can supply them with all the rainbow flags and rainbow paraphernalia that they need.
Did you see that that demented dwarf, the old Greta, the old alcohol, the old? Did you see her going on the plane on the way home? She got on the plane.
She's so gutted.
Filmed it, and she's looking left and right in the plane. And she's like, "Look at this plane! Look at this plane!"
Yeah, she had to fly back economy. She had to fly in economy.
She's worth millions, though. You know she's worth millions.
I'm sure she is. That's why she was so disappointed she had to sit in economy to get back.
The only reason she had to sit in economy is because she sat in another position. Fuck out of her.
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I said I'm gonna organize a flotilla.
You went all flippy then, but there we go.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Go first class, could she? Because she'd have got cursed out even more. So she had to go with the plebs.
It's crazy though. It's insane. This friggin' what do they call her? The hobgoblin or the angry goblin? Sorry, am I breaking up?
Yeah, badly.
What the hell?
Okay. Well, let's call it. Let's call it.
Yeah. I think it's all the
Let's call it.
I got like 50 bloody windows with live streams open now, with all these different people. I gotta Gotta shut them down. Am I breaking up again?
You get some fans on the go. You're better now, but you were really bad. And 30 seconds ago, it was like, no good.
Yeah, I think it might not just be my my computer. It might be my connection as well. Maybe there's something off with my connection tonight. Anyway, my good sir, I bid you adieu. Give my love to Trigger.
We're losing your pick. Nice one, mate. Take it easy. Cheers,
All
everyone.
right.
Hi, man. Hi, man.
Peace.
Ta-ra, everyone. Sweet. End stream.